It's difficult to explain how good WCAC athletics are to people outside of DC. The Washington Catholic Athletic Conference is absolutely loaded in both football and basketball. It means the world around here, and it means an absolutely heartbreaking story has an ending that feels somehow cosmically guided.
It means the world to us as a team. All the guys really care about each other, really have that genuine love for each other.
We just stuck together, really. My teammates trusted me trusting them.
We all not gonna make the right play all the time, but we gotta stay together. That's really what I mean. I don't think they're better. But I know what it is, right?
I'm not finished. One more.
The brotherhood is out in full force tonight.
Bro, don't gotta be scared. But the way that we think about it is be hands with us right now too. Keep it right here. Give everything to this group right here.
How you feeling, bro?
It's been a journey,
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Pat O'Connor, head coach, boys basketball, St. John's College High School. So going into each season, our program has 3 main goals. Number 1 is to create a positive and formative experience for not only the players, but the coaches and the families too. High school basketball is a precious time that involves a lot of growth on and off the court, and we want to do it with people that we care about. Secondly, we want to win the WCAC and DC state championships. We want to be at our best in late February. And then finally, we want to set our players up for success in life after St. John's, whether that's on the court, playing collegiate basketball, or just having the life skills to find success after their careers are done here at SJC. And so every season has a life of its own, and you have to invest in that group accordingly. And we don't take for granted the little things. We want to make sure that we are coaching, being a great teammate. Being a great teammate is a skill. Coaching, giving great effort, even when you fall short. And so those are the types of things that at the beginning of each season, those are goals that we have as a coaching staff to try to control what we can and then let the results come from there. Yeah, obviously with the first game of the season, emotions are high. We were so excited to play against a great opponent.
Coming in game 1, not gonna lie, we had a lot of energy.
Yeah, for sure. First game, I felt like we came out great. They had some top players, of course, so I thought we did a pretty good job on them.
You don't really know what you're going to see from your guys because it's the first game of the year, and we're just so impressed with the poise and the maturity and just the talent jump that some of our guys made during the fall preseason.
As like a DMV basketball player, just trying to make a statement here, so came out just trying to be aggressive, just trying to help my team win.
Yeah, I can see Kareem Smith-Bay graduating from St. John's as one of the best players to ever play here. And so he just impacts the game in so many ways. And we were excited for him to kind of start his sophomore campaign with that MVP. But even throughout our season, we saw so many different ways that he can impact winning on and off the ball, offensive, defensive, and just in our locker room as well. His presence is impactful.
First of 4, we have 4 back-to-back situations during the regular season. This is the first of 4 opportunities to play back-to-back nights. We all in the circle know what is our goal at the end of February? Huh? To win what? Championship. You got to win back-to-back-to-back. So no matter how you're feeling right now, right, this is a skill that we need to learn how to accomplish. We'll have 4 opportunities to practice it. We got Orange Bowl. We got Hoop Fest, and then we got a back-to-back with DeMatha and St. Francis coming up. We got 4 opportunities to play back-to-back to prepare for what we all want to get to in February. We're not there yet, but it's an opportunity for us to get better right here and prove what we can do. Let's get after it.
Georgetown Prep, they was a solid team. They had a 7-footer I matched up with. We came out actually kind of slow, actually. Was kind of down most of the game, really. If I remember they might have been like up 6 or 8.
They gave us some challenges. Obviously, it's tough to get any good looks around the rim when their defense is set to protect the rim, and we learned a lot throughout that game. One thing that I learned as a staff is how much I could trust our juniors to stay poised and make plays down the stretch, specifically Jaimin Beanie and Jordan Taylor.
It was just a phenomenal weekend. That is true. We also recognize that there's so many areas of improvement in order for us to get where we're now. You hear that? So 2 things are exactly true. I am so proud and so excited and so happy that we are 2-0. All right, day off from school tomorrow, practice, we can rest up. We're in a really, really good spot. As long as we acknowledge the fact that there's so much work to be done before we get to our goals. By every individual and this collective group can elevate too. So we're all on the same page? Great job.
Cadets family!
Welcome to Friday night at Gallagher Gym. I'm Ken Marangolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
No finer place to be than Gallagher Gymnasium, Ken, for this rivalry. This is going to be such a big-time game. Keith Ergo's first game, and it's technically not a conference game.
Yeah, just playing against Gonzaga, it was wild. Like, it's a crazy atmosphere, something I never experienced before. I really wasn't expecting it.
I knew the Gonzaga and St. John's rivalry was a very big thing. At St. John's, it was very important to them. But I didn't realize how crazy it was until I actually stepped foot on the court.
To be honest, this rivalry, right, I think it is one of the richest and oldest rivalries in DC. So being able to be a part of that game, especially as a senior, I don't think words can describe it. The atmosphere was crazy, literally from the jump ball. It got hectic real quick.
Those types of games are a reason why you come to a place like St. John's. You understand the environment and what it means to these 2 institutions. And it was a fun environment to play in, hopefully something that they'll never forget.
The rivalry that we got with them is different. Like, we really don't mess with them. You wearing purple, we really don't mess with y'all, bro. But just being in that environment, making those big time plays with a little 6-7 dunk, all that stuff, man, it was fun. We went on a massive run at the end of the game, really secured it. So that's always great. But yeah, it was a great feeling getting that win in front of our home crowd.
Let's finish with this. So proud, so fun, right? Jimmy made a great point. That was probably one of the better student sections that I've ever seen in my 10 years here at St. John's. That was a fun environment to play in. One of the reasons why you come to St. John's is to have that experience. So soak it in, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy that. And for those of you guys who want bigger roles, be ready for that moment. This moment's coming for you again, all right? These guys can all attest to that. But such a proud coach for me today, so thank you. The challenge of a season, right, is to enjoy these highs, but then stick to the process. Enjoy the lows, but stick to the process. So we have an awesome high right now, and you should. For tonight, enjoy it. Make sure we remain respectful with communication on social media and text or whatever it is. We're gonna see them again. In fact, 3 of the coaches, as I'm dapping up, said, we'll see y'all again, we'll see y'all again, we'll see y'all again. Okay, great, we will too. All right? That's part of this rivalry. So I understand that we just won. Enjoy it amongst each other with your friends. Proud of you guys. Enjoy it. Be respectful. I say cadets, you say family. Cadets!
Family!
Welcome to Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium here at DeMatha Catholic. Sick Test Tony alongside Alexa Wooten. Good to be with you again for more high school showcase basketball.
So our goal in December is to find challenging non-conference opponents that will expose our flaws and help our program, take a step forward before our conference starts after the new year. And Hoop Fest has been a staple. We played in every year since I've been here at St. John's, and game one was against a great program in Wasatch Academy.
St. John's comes in at 3-0, looking to make it 4-0 as they look to keep perfect and move up the rankings this early season. Wasatch Academy 5-2. They picked up a win earlier this week, so both teams looking hot, and they'll be clashing tonight here from DeMatha Catholic.
Kind of just the opportunity to see where we were, for sure. And for me personally, I knew they had like a UConn commit at my position, so I was really just trying to see where I was at. Just play my hardest, trying to make plays for the team, just do whatever it takes to win.
We was definitely bumping with them. They had some guys over there, but one thing I say about them is they ran their team well. Like playing against them, felt like we was playing against a college team, so.
We are winning the effort and hustle battle. The 50-50 balls, we've got more. It just matters more to us right now. Middle ball screens, and on the wings, make sure we're slipping it with pace. We have to make choices quickly. We have to hit or we drive that gap. Defensively, it ain't the 25, it ain't the 20. It's just our grit and our effort. That's really what it is. Okay? They've had maybe 6 points on fast breaks, and then maybe 1 or 2 buckets on offensive rebounds or fouls. Right? They hit a 3 in our 25 on that fade screen, but we're guarding. We are absolutely guarding. This needs to be our identity for 16 minutes. It needs to be felt, whether we're at 20, whether we're at 25. We are locked in, keeping the basketball in front. Don't rely on nobody else. If you're on the basketball, he's not getting by me. Everybody boxes out, we rebound, and we can push. We can win the first 5 seconds of the possession too. All right? Defensively, the effort was there. Let's maintain it. Winnable game. On us.
That really helped us realize that we could and we are one of the top teams in the country, that we can really bump on anybody. I think we played a great game.
When I'm when I'm playing defense, when I'm on offense, I'm really locked in. We was all locked in. We was all guarding, playing great. So it was just a great game, both sides. They ended up getting the better of us, but we definitely improved from that game.
And our guys fought, and we learned a lot about the physicality that we need to play with, and the execution down the stretch. But that game really propelled us moving forward throughout our December stretch.
Against Father Judge, I felt like we really used the Wasatch game to really help us in that game.
So then our second game in Hoop Fest, Father Judge, in each of these games, we hope to learn something about ourselves, and what I learned about our team is our ability to execute a game plan. Father Judge ended up winning the Philly Catholic League this past season, and they're known for their shooting ability and there's a quantity of three-point shots. And so we wanted to adjust our game plan a little bit after playing a very physical Wasatch team the night before, and then the next day playing against a more shooting team. Our guys were able to adjust and impact the game in the way that we were hoping for, and we ended up getting a good win against a quality program.
The head coach for Father just came up and he goes, man, you and PK are some physical. It's like he just felt the difference. Like that's what we want. We want teams to be disrupted when they're playing us, and it's tough this time of year to really take big steps forward. Only in practice, you have to take steps forward in games as well. And I truly believe this program took steps forward yesterday and today, defensively especially. The 55 and under winner today with 4 rebounds and 4 steals
we have John and Vini. Great job. Bring it in. Social distance, I say cadets, you say family. Cadets! Family! Dab it up.
The reality is something that we expect each year is to play a national schedule. We understand that the WCAC is unlike any other conference in the country, and that's special. But we also want to make sure that we are giving our student athletes the opportunity to compete on the national scale. And so having two great out-of-town teams come to DC for Hoop Fest was great, and it really propelled us, moving forward for our trip to Miami.
Miami, I feel like it was a fun trip for the team just to get us closer as like teammates, as brothers.
Miami was a crazy vibe. Just being able to experience some warm weather finally with my guys, going to the beach, basketball, everything, because a lot of teams don't really get to have that bonding moment off the court. Everything's so serious, but taking time to really get to know your teammates and be with your teammates.
Miami was a great trip, man. Great trip. Especially off the court, man. We was at the beach, went to the mall, outside, just doing whatever, being kids.
It was a great experience. I really never, for real, been in Miami, and just that one day we got to kind of just chill and relax, enjoy the scenery. It was great, honestly, especially with my guys, Z and Jeezy. It being their last time, it was just a good moment for us, for sure.
So in between Christmas and New Year's, we like to take a trip as a team to play a national schedule against great opponents, but also to hopefully get to some good weather, enjoy each other's company, and really create a core memory for that season with that specific group. And so this year we were lucky enough to attend the Junior Orange Bowl in Miami, 3 games, 5 days in Miami in late December. It was phenomenal to be a part of, and we were looking forward to obviously growing on the court, but experiencing all that that trip had to offer off the court as well.
Zero sugar, orange.
I'm not lying. Orange is his best drink overall.
Orange is the best flavor?
No, it's it.
Oh, I thought you said it was the best flavor.
Nah, yellow's the best flavor.
I respect that.
Yellow is the best. It go yellow. It go yellow.
Red is only good. Red is only good when it's cold.
Yeah. Red is not the best of all. Cucumber, it goes.
Who gets the cucumber lime?
Boney get that. Boney gets that.
We are limiting a lot of what they do. They're going to still shoot the jump shots. They're going to be bad shots, and then we are going to go at them in transition. Ultimately, like guys, we're in Miami. You're with your brothers. You had a whole day to prepare for this game. We don't have school to worry about. Nothing to worry about except being a hooper, a professional hooper. Don't let this opportunity go by the wayside. You are a professional hooper at this point. Be a captain at 7:30. We go out there and let's go, man. Let's go. What are we built to do, man? Let's go. Cadets!
So our first 2 games, Florida Christian and Palmetto, I thought our seniors did a great job, Jeremy Clark, Zion Chase, of setting the tone, and just with our physicality and understanding that we want to represent St. John's, but we also want to represent the DMV area when we go out and play in these events. And so we did a good job as a group. Kareem was very efficient on the offensive end for the first 2 games, and we just were able to take the game to a level where those 2 teams weren't really able to match at that point.
I want to say it was a neutral site, but it's kind of home game for them as it was in Florida. But it was great. We didn't really have a crowd. It was kind of just really us versus them, really, for sure.
So they couldn't mess with us. We came in locked in, and they was hyping all these other teams up, but like we knew where we come from. We knew we had dogs up here, so.
I think we hit a flow state that we haven't really hit all season up until that point. You know, they had some fans there that were really against us, but, you know, us staying together really impacted the game in the way we wanted it to go.
So you only have 3 opportunities throughout our season to really compete for a championship, to win 3 games in a row. And this Junior Orange Bowl was the first opportunity to do that. We won our first 2 games, and there was a lot of build-up for the Lakota West game, who was also another top 25 team in the country, based out of Ohio. And so it was really exciting for us to have that first opportunity to compete and test ourselves against a nationally known program.
I mean, like I said, I think that was our turning point in the season. You know, we got smacked.
Mentally, as a team, we wasn't really there yet. I would say we just kind of broke easily when things got tough. We wasn't used to adversity, and that's really, I want to point to that game for sure, because that's one of our points where I feel like that helped us be great, really.
Like, I'm trying anything to help speed you guys up, your motor, your shell, to get us going. That's what I'm trying to do. Killing us and everything we're trying to do. I'm really trying to figure it out. The only solution is to come together and get stops. That's it.
Lakota West did a great job of setting the tone against us. They also were competing for their first championship of the year before they went on to try to compete for an Ohio State championship. And, they hit shots early, and I think they just pushed us to a brink of the adversity that we hadn't faced yet that year, and we didn't do a great job of responding in the moment.
Number 22 for them, 3 for 3. Their role players were 13 for 13. Didn't miss a shot. Did they do what we say we're going to do? Yeah. Fucking pound the paint, layups. And I need to take accountability, and I will. I will always take accountability first, right? Especially after adversity. We'll always do that. But the reality is, if it's a 20-point game, they beat us. Right? If it's a 3-point game, 5-point game, which will be in close games, win and lose, like, I need to be like, maybe I could have done something different, or we could have done something. No, whoever 5 guys are wearing Dakota West jerseys against any St. John guys, just beat us.
Just to be like harder games than that, we just gotta stay together. It's like we all not gonna make the right play all the time, but we just gotta stay together. But that's really what happened. I don't think they're better than us, but yeah, that's it. We just gotta like look in the mirror first. That's really what happened.
And if people don't process that, like if you're thinking that he's talking about somebody else other than you, that's the problem.
Everybody, like, I didn't play my best game. Nobody played their best game today. Like, we always point fingers at each other. We lost the game, but everybody had a moment in the game where we lost it.
So after we lost in that championship game, I knew that we just had to get back to the hotel, and we had a flight the next morning. So we had some time to be able to let that loss sink in, and I didn't want to take that moment of growth for granted. And so we met as a coaching staff, and then really allowed the players to communicate with each other, kind of what they were feeling and what they just witnessed. And it was awesome to see Kareem, someone who was a pillar of our program, and someone who we're super proud to represent the SJC crest, to speak his mind, but it also speaks to just the culture that the seniors had built, where he felt comfortable to be able to say what he needed to say about, hey, we can be better. There are things that are in our control as players to raise the level of our program, and that moment certainly helped us through our January and February stretch.
My God was good.
Yes, sir, bro.
And you're like,
This is like the third clip I got like you doing this.
Sonny, you on camera. Hey, boys, real quick, remember what you're playing for tonight, right? Just like OC said in here, it means a lot for everyone that has been around St. John's basketball. Dean is a hell of a man, right? So give this game the respect it deserves. I don't have to say anything else.
Thank you for being with us for the fourth and final game here from St. John's tonight. The Behan Strong Invitational 2026.
This is the #1 team in our nation's capital. This is the #1 team in the state of Virginia, Paul VI. And they're also the #1 team in the United States of America. So on a Saturday night here in Washington, D.C., we got our hands full. And this gym is packed. The atmosphere is great.
We were just rallied up, ready to compete. I think they were #1 at the time. So just being ready to compete with them. Obviously, it was the Behan Invitational. So, knowing that Behan was going to be there at the game, just doing it for him, we had to go all out.
That's why I say the Lakota West game helped us a lot, because I don't know, PVI got up about 20, I want to say 18, 20. We played how we played against Lakota West, probably would have been 30. PVI one of the best teams in the country, so we probably would end up losing by 30, but because of the Lakota West game, we really stuck together.
They came out and got an early lead. But again, you learn things throughout each game, and the resiliency that we had needed against that Lakota West, championship game in Miami. Our team showed that in the second half and clawed back for it to be a 2-possession game.
4-point game, it's basically 0-0 with 16 minutes to go. How bad does St. John's want it? When we execute, we will score at a high clip. The team that will win tonight is a tougher team. Nothing else matters. Play loose, have fun. Cadets.
Didn't end up getting the job done, but overall, what a successful night for our kids who represented our program so well, expressed so much love and support for Natalie and Pat Behan, and ultimately the DMV basketball community just showed up in a great space to support that cause.
Right. Two things can be true, right? We didn't handle our business at the beginning of the game and beginning of the second half. And that's when good teams, they take advantage of when we start up and they make a run. That was true. But the other piece of it is we are a few inches away from cutting that game to a 4-point game with 3 minutes to go, or whatever it was, 4 minutes to go. That's just the reality. That's how close this is. This is a capable team of winning a championship in February. 12 more rounds of this WCAC stuff. That's what we sign up for. All right, 1-3 tomorrow. Get some rest, and we'll get back on the court.
So after the new year, we were in a unique position to welcome back Tariq Boney, full-time to our program. He was a staple to the football program for 4 years and an impact player for us on the basketball side of things. He got the honor to play in the Under Armour All-American football game in late December. And so he was focused on football through that. He still was a part of our program and still came into games, but he really wasn't able to get on the court until after the new year. And just what a special person, what a special player that impacts winning for us as a program on and off the court.
Well, football season, it was not how you wanted to turn out as a team-wise, but individually it was a pretty good season for me. Got a lot of accolades for it. Gatorade Player of the Year. I ended up being an Under Armour All-American. That experience was second to none. The week down in Florida, got to compete against some of the best guys in the nation, and really just went down there as an underdog and proved myself. Had a really great game, and met a lot of new people that that'll help me in the long run.
So now we are into a 7-game win streak stretch into our season. We had some great conference wins and some marquee non-conference wins. Probably headlined by our win at the Matha versus Clinton Grace in the Wizards Day in the DMV event on TV. And I really felt like our team was beginning to understand what it took to win, and understanding that it's not going to look the same way each game. You got to find different ways to win games, and be able to adjust to whatever that game needs.
We just had to be locked in, especially during that stretch. I think we won like 7 in a row, something like that. So just everybody bringing everything they had to the table helped us go on that stretch. That confidence was great. I think it really spurs on KJ. Especially after that Miami trip, he really showed that he belonged on the court. So him coming into that winning stretch that we had really showed that he brought a lot of value to this team.
The WCAC is considered one of the tougher conferences in the world. And for us to be able to go out there and compete against those guys every night, I feel like it helped us get better as a team. And the confidence we had was that we can beat anybody.
It feels honestly great because you get a little bit of bragging rights because, you're playing against guys you grew up with all throughout the city, and, just beating them and having a chance to compete with them almost every other night is just really fun and exhilarating.
Time to go to our friend Chuck Bell.
Weekend snow, sure expectations. All snow all the time here for the first part of this event. Temperatures are deep down into the teens this morning.
Obviously every season there are things that are out of your control that happen. When we are on our 7-game win streak, a large snowstorm happens, snowcrete as they called it, and that kept us out of school, and we were out from practicing and playing games for 10 days. We had 10 games between our 2 games, and fortunately we were able to still participate in the Mellow Classic.
We had got ranked top 25 before those games, so everybody kind of took a step back, like, oh, we're ranked.
About how we expected it to, right? We expected that, right? We're not going to be super crisp offensively, right? I think some fatigue set in. So, it's a close game. Now it's just a 16-minute game. So, we battled, but we have not played to our potential. We have to make sure we're getting better throughout the game, getting our mojo back. That's the only goal. I was hoping to be in here in a close game, and now it's just a 16-minute game. Just play to win a 16-minute game.
I think we let our foot off the gas, got a little bit complacent. We knew that we were beating them literally in every quarter. We knew that we were going to win the game, and so we kind of got a little complacent, started making some dumb turnovers, some mistakes on defense, and I think that led to them coming back and taking it to overtime.
Miscommunications, missed free throws, turnovers, all them piled up, and we just didn't win the game.
Think about when you run on a treadmill and you hop off the treadmill, what do your legs feel like? Right? Kind of trying to find your way. And I knew that was going to happen, right? Just based on how we've been practicing the last 3 days, I knew that's how it was going to start. And then I thought the third quarter was yep, that's St. John's. And then we gave up 29 points in the fourth quarter. So that was the game. But much rather learn the lesson in the first quarter and the fourth quarter in this setting than in a conference game. Now the Matha has not played in 8 days either. So my expectation is they're getting off the treadmill in the first quarter. Tomorrow as well. So the reality is, you have 29 points in the fourth quarter, that's tough. That's tough. Not a recipe for success. It's taking care of the basketball. Yes, again, TJ hit some tough shots, yes. But it was us taking care of the ball or just allowing them to get 100% shots.
So, sea legs or treadmill legs in the first quarter, acceptable. Fourth quarter, not acceptable. We have to learn that lesson right now going into tomorrow. That's it. We're gonna make sure that we hydrate. Duncan, you guys.
Can I add a quick note?
Yep.
Everyone, tonight, we have a game tomorrow, like less than 24 hours. Carbs, pasta, rice, a lot of carbs. Also, I'm gonna pass out electrolyte packets. You need to drink a whole bottle of water with one of those in it and a whole bottle of water without one of those in it. Or if you have Gatorade at home, another Gatorade, because it gets out of your system really quick. We gotta be ready for tomorrow.
Amen.
Yeah, I think any successful head coach understands that they're only as good as their staff. And we're super blessed to have an awesome staff here that impacts winning on the court, but also positively impacts the growth and the lives of our young men here as they come in as 14, 15-year-olds and leave as 18, 19-year-olds. And there's so many times that are behind the scenes where Jimmy Bradshaw is here in the morning, or James Mayer is up late doing a scout, or John Burns is meeting with one of our players to help him with his math homework, or Jashard Joseph is meeting with a player to make sure that their confidence is still high. Darian Anderson staying after practice and being able to speak with somebody about the St. John's experience. Steve Schwartz running our operations, all the things that that require a program to run at a high level, our travel, our pregame meals. He's also the head of our counseling department, and so just from top to bottom, from our training staff, Alex London, just providing a lens into our experience. Everybody has a specific role within our staff, and it's all focused on maximizing the student athlete experience and also hopefully accomplishing our goals to win in late February.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium. DeMatha has not been in action for 10 days. It's been a week and a half. St. John's had a bit of a layoff, but they got back in action yesterday with a overtime loss, 75-71, against St. Francis Academy from Baltimore, Maryland. So this should be an interesting one. St. John's got a chance to knock off some of that rust. DeMatha is going to have to do that very early in this game. Pass ahead, Smith Bay going to pop the three. That's in and out and back in.
Another good inbound play by St. John's. They've had success.
St. John's trying to get an open look. Good defense, but inside, that is Tariq Boney. That's KJ Little for three in the corner.
It's a really good set play. Pinned down, created the open corner three, and knocked it down.
Clark for three. Meeks was there to contest it, but Clark has 5 points now in the second quarter. A third three-pointer by Kareem Smith Bay. He's over 10 points now. But it's a 6-point St. John's lead heading into halftime, 27-21. DeMatha's gotten a couple of St. John's players into a bit of foul trouble, including the game's high scorer, Kareem Smith Bay, who had to sit for the last 5 minutes or so of that second quarter.
Again, got to finish at the rim. Those are leading to St. John's transition opportunities. Got to nip that in the bud if they want to get back in this game.
Less than 24 hours later, had a just absolute battle WCAC matchup against DeMatha, who just out-physicaled us, and then did a great job. I think I got out-coached down the stretch.
So we just didn't play our best against DeMatha. We have this model to hold people under 55, and we did that against DeMatha, and we didn't win the game. We didn't really play hard enough.
This is a group capable of winning a championship. He's got to take a step forward. Take a step forward. Tomorrow will be 3 to 5. We're not going to be going live. Just taking care of our bodies, getting some shots up, and looking forward to the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to have to try to win 3 games in a row in 2.5 weeks come the WCAC tournament. That's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so this is an opportunity for us to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 games in a row to practice, right? 3 days of prep, 3 games in a row, just like we're going to have come WCAC tournament time. I'm proud, like we said, we fought. I'm proud of the way we fought, but everybody has to have the humility to understand that we have to get better. And we will, because the guys we have in the locker room. All right, spray them.
Cadets!
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy.
The best Catholic school rivalry in the nation, and that's
pretty much stamped. Playing them these last 4 years has been amazing. Like from football to having flyovers, from going into their stadiums and it being packed out, sold out. But I feel like the away basketball game was even more special because, you know, it was my last time, you know, being there and everyone's in there packed out.
Zaga was wild. Playing at Zaga is a different experience. Like, if you playing with an SAC jersey on and you in that, you can't say nothing. Like, that's just different. Just even warming up, they heckling, they talking, like they whole school talking. So it's like that look, you give me like that make me laugh a little. We was laughing, we was trolling, but it was serious though. You know what I'm saying? Like they really take that joint serious.
He was on screen.
I would just say the rivalry is like real. You know, once you step on the court, and you hear the student section going at it, they're yelling at you, the St. John students yelling at them. You know, you can really feel it like once you're playing. So I would just say you had to be there just to feel the rivalry. So.
They had a packed house there. You know, they had improved so much. Coach Ergo had them playing at such a high level and continually improved throughout the year, and I think that's a sign of a great coach. And so we knew the team that we beat in December was not the same team that we were playing at Gonzaga in January. They gave us a super tough first half, and then wow, just like what grit our guys showed. There was no yelling at halftime. It was just a matter of fact. Here's what we said our game plan is going to be. Here are going to be the key aspects of the second half.
Here's the reality. We're telling you right now. We need to be tougher on the defensive glass, and we need to be tougher handling the basketball on offense. Rivalry games are won with toughness. So, match, I come in here yelling and screaming, I think like we gotta play harder. I don't know if that's it or that's not. I'm just letting you know the facts of the situation is if we get out rebounded by 7 and we have a 1 to 2 assist ratio, we're gonna lose. Now, it can be walk down central if we take pride in getting stops in front of their student section now. Fantastic. Dig in. Keep the basketball in front. They're going to miss enough shots. We know this. They're going to miss enough shots. It's just the reality of it. Is this group capable of bringing it to a level that Gonzaga cannot get to?
Like when I hit that shot and I showed a little enthusiasm, everybody else got happy for me. So that just shows the love and connect of this team.
We were mature enough as a team to say, all right, yeah, we're not playing our best basketball, but we're gonna lock in and see where we could take this. And we locked in. Guys made some big shots. Kareem made some big shots. John was hooping.
For sure, when I shout out the 2 seniors and Reem, I feel like they really stepped up that game. At the end of the game, really helped us prevail and win that game. So, shout out to them.
Done, right? In a playoff run, we celebrate everyone like it was a championship because it was. It's win or go home, right? So that's how we think right now. It shouldn't have to be pretty all the time. It won't be. In fact, I guarantee you it's not. But the fact that y'all stuck together, y'all guarded, y'all made simple plays, that's winning basketball. I know for damn sure we won the rebounding battle in the second half. I don't know. But my guess is we won the rebounding battle in the second half.
Oh yeah.
Assist to turnover ratio, probably much better. It's just winning basketball. Just winning basketball.
We had 15, they had 10.
In the second half?
Yeah.
Yep. There it is. There it is. So tonight, we're going to celebrate. We won a championship. Right now, we're so happy. But then once we wake up tomorrow, man, that's what it is. This is our dress rehearsal 3 in a row. All right?
Our next game was at Paul VI. You know, we were lucky enough for it to be the Max Preps National Game of the Week. And so some of the Max Preps staff came and streamed, you know, a high-level game for us against Paul VI. You know, it's a challenge to win there. In fact, since they've moved schools, They have done a great job of winning consistently and protecting their home floor.
That's the process. The process was there for the last 3 minutes. The energy was not. So for the first quarter, we f***ed it up. But again, their 4th game in 5 days, their 3rd game in 3 days. I think if we can cut this to below 10 in this quarter, it's going to be a real interesting 4th quarter. Do you believe?
Yes.
Do you believe?
Let's go, sir.
We can do this. I believe. Let's get it, man. Come on.
They came out and got a lead against us early, but again, just the grit of our guys continuing to battle back, but just didn't get the job done.
But one of the things I would say is after we played them, like we knew, like, bro, we really could beat these guys. Like they was #1 in the country. They was winning everything. They have a great team. But like we was like, bro, we really could bump with these guys.
After the game, we just felt like that if it was a team that beat them in WCAC, it would just be us, really.
Senior night is always a special night here at St. John's for us to honor the players who have continued to grow at St. John's, but also their families who make unseen sacrifices to contribute to the lives of their child, but also to our school community and our basketball program as well. And so, you know, Jeremy Clark, Zion Chase, Tariq Boney, and Addison just, you know, all had different ways to impact our program and move our program forward. And what a special night it was to honor them and their families.
My St. John's experience has meant to me building connections that are going to last me a lifetime and give me the opportunity to set myself up well for college.
My experience at St. John's meant the world to me. It helped me flourish as a young man, as a leader. It helped me, you know, be the best version of myself. So I'm extremely grateful.
My St. John's experience has meant a lot to me. Just behind, just recruiting me here, not knowing where I was going to go, but St. John's has just been a family to me for the 4 years I've been here.
My experience at St. John's honestly meant the world to me. You know, getting to know new people from day one, and honestly, everybody that was previously here, just making it feel like a family. Even the teachers, getting to know all the teachers, them helping me be the best student I could be. Just meant the world.
Probably one of the more unique reschedules that I've experienced so far as a high school basketball coach, when we were scheduled to play at Bishop Ireton, and a screw came unloose at one of the baskets, and it was not able to be repaired, and so we were not able to play the game that day, and so we all had to go home, and we ended up rescheduling for our final game before the playoffs. And so as we came back to Ireton, there was a different level of meaning to this game because it impacted seeding. If we won that game, we put ourselves in a position to potentially be the #2 seed, and ultimately we want to control our own destiny. And so that was kind of the mindset going into that game.
I feel like that was another opportunity for us to show that we just together. We ain't really have no crowd. We played great, really, majority of the game. They made their little run, but we stuck together. They tried to speed us up. We stuck together, made plays down the stretch.
So before the Ireton game, I actually had a talk with OC, and he was like being real with me, like he wanted me to get more, just everything in general. So like the Ireton game, I think I started out with like the first 6 points, ended the game with like 4 blocks, 20 points, 15 rebounds. It was one of them type games where it's like, I'm starting out strong, we're gonna start out ahead, I'm gonna start us off, and everybody else also did with their jobs.
So I want everybody to be involved and very understanding of what the game plan is, and everybody in this circle is going to have something to do with his first win today. Okay? We have to trust our toughness. I love that saying, trust our toughness. That's what playoff basketball is. They got good players, we got good players, but ultimately what's going to come down to is who's going to be more together. This is somebody here today at Gallaudet is going to win 3 in a row and be forever champions. I believe that this can be this group. And this group, everyone in here has something to do with us being here today and deserves to share in the fact that we all gave it absolutely our best. And we try to figure out what our potential was.
And so we were, ready to go, excited, but also understood that it's not going to be the same game as the regular season. It's now win or go home. And with them having so many seniors, there's an extra level of desperation that they were going to play with. And really proud of our guys of executing down the stretch, creating a lead, and then they went small and we're trapping and trying to speed out the game. And our guards did a really good job, especially JOurneY Clark, at just setting the tone and making sure that we landed the plane safely and moved on to the semifinal.
Yeah, that playoff game was special with me and C, because we was really out just grabbing every single rebound. Like, it was crazy. I'm like the ball was just finding my hands, it felt like. So I don't know how many we combined for, it was 30 or 40, but we had OC rebounds. He probably had like 13 offensive rebounds.
All right, proud of you guys, but man, your job is to enjoy it tonight and be ready tomorrow. Our job right now as coaches is to put a switch right now. All right, ready to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Let's go.
And then going into the Carroll game at American University, obviously Ann Brown, one of the best seasons that anybody has put together in recent memory in the DMV basketball area. We knew he was hungry to try to lead his team to go play in the championship game, and our guys stepped up.
It was the whole DC in there. Definitely felt like they probably wanted Carroll to win for sure.
It was one of our tougher games. We were down a lot of the game. In the timeouts, we were just preaching, stick together, stick together, stick together.
We all talked about winning a championship, and we all knew that there was going to be adversity along the way. Well, here we are. We can't be shocked by it. We have to understand what it is, but now it's our time to punch back. And we made some really big plays defensively down the stretch. They were going zone and man to try to mix it up against us, which gave us some trouble. But then we started figuring out getting the ball to the middle, looking opposite, and obviously the play of the game was KJ Little driving, 2 guys on the ball, skips it to John Vini, who hits what would end up being the game-winning 3.
Play basketball. That is how you play St. John's basketball.
WCAC championship is something special in the DMV. The basketball community in the DMV really pops out for that. I've been going to the games since I was in the 6th, 7th grade.
Paul, the Sixers had a heck of a season. How do you guys turn around, flip the page, and prepare for that game expected to be tomorrow?
They're a good team, but we need get back. They beat us twice this year. We need get back. It's all of us. It's going to take all of us, not just one of us.
Making the WCSC championship, that was big. Like playing on that stage, I've always been watching it since I was a kid. I always wanted to make the championship, but being there is different.
Journey, right? Find the joy in the journey. My definition of joy is doing challenging things with people you care about. I care about this group. It's about to be a challenge. 32 minutes on a 94 by 50 court. It's going to be a challenge. Let's sit together and have some joy while we're doing it, man. Let's go.
Looking back at it, honestly, it's probably one of the best games in WCAC for sure.
All right, so now leading into Monday night at American University, championship game, prime time, sold out crowd against Paul VI. Just something that, you know, there's so much effort that goes into giving the opportunity to play in that game.
2 minutes of our best version of basketball, bro. Lead this on the floor. Let's go home with this. Let's go, y'all.
Coming into that game, we knew what we needed to do.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Like, we knew everything that we needed to do. Like, we talked over it, we watched the film. It was like, bro, we gonna do this and we gonna win.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this in a matter of time.
The story of this game, our guys played great, really stuck to our game plan. We're excited about the opportunity and to earn ourselves a 16-point lead in the second half. Some standout performances. Jeremy Clark really showed what he could do, especially late. John Nuvini was a steady presence for us as he was all year, making huge plays, showing his physicality, guarding multiple different positions off and on the ball. Kareem Smith-Gay, it wasn't a coming out party for us because we understand what he's able to do, but just his ability to impact the game defensively, guarding a great player like Jordan Smith, and also hitting timely shots. Talking about Jordan and Zion, just their switchability to be able to guard multiple positions, to be connectors on offense.
Low down on fire, icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer.
We ended up going up a lot in the fourth quarter, around 15, and they started chopping away at it, cutting the lead.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs worn by all and this is a place where I don't feel. This is a place where I feel at home.
I wish I could have been just a little bit better for you guys today to help you guys win. Man, I wish I just a little bit better. Sink this in together. Take the time that you need. We're off tomorrow, and then we'll reassess Wednesday. But ain't nothing need to be said on it now. I'm so proud of you guys. I love every single one of you guys. All right, take your time. Let's get in. Cadets.
We just ain't execute down the stretch really, and that was really the difference in the game for sure. But yeah, that was a great game. Wish we could have it back for sure. Would do a few things differently, but yeah, it was a great game. It was hard, obviously, but you know we had to turn around and play another championship game, so we had to get our heads right.
You know, Coach OC told us, he was just like, you know, we also got a chance to make history. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and one game doesn't really define, you know, who you are.
understanding that, yeah, we didn't win the WCAC championship, but we could still compete for something else. Like, it was real mentally tough. Like, we all had to hold each other accountable and hold each other up so that we could go out and compete for that.
You know, we weren't at 100%, but we didn't want to take the opportunity for granted. And just so proud of our group, just trying to find joy in that game. And they just played together. They made some awesome plays, and we ended up getting a comfortable win against St. Albans.
2-1, man.
Yes. We're fortunate enough to have a day off in between before we play our semifinal game at Georgetown McDonough Gymnasium against Carroll. The team that we played in the semifinal for WCAC, we're now facing off against them in DC States.
You guys will be successful no matter what happens tonight and Sunday. You will be. In my heart, like in my understanding of this program, this is an awesome group. I love coaching this group. I want to coach you guys for 64 minutes, not just 32 more minutes. That's a fact. But what I also want for you guys is for you to come back from college and you come to a game and you walk through that hallway and you see 2026 under DC States. That's what I want for you three especially. You're done with college, you're back in DC here, you're working, it's alumni night, you come back, and you can always walk through our locker room and point right there under Coach Behan. Look, I played for him, we won a championship my freshman year, and look, we won DC States my senior year. That's what's at stake. History.
Carroll does a good job of setting the tone early. Obviously, they're trying to avenge their semifinal loss in WCAC, and Brown's playing well, and then enter KJ Little.
I subbed in, we were losing. I shot a 3, and I missed my first one, but I noticed that they were really closing out heavy on me. So I came right back and shot the next one, and I made it.
You know, KJ came in, made plays. We helped us secure the game.
KJ was crazy to do something bench for us.
I ain't never in my life seen somebody hit 5 threes back to back and an N1 3-pointer in like the span of like less than 2 minutes. And it's like, bro, they was beating us.
After that Carroll game, I felt like not only did it help my confidence on the court, but I gained a lot more exposure from coaches, and kids, even people my age. I feel like I gained a lot more respect off of that game.
You got it, sis.
Shout out everybody for trusting me, believing in me. Yeah.
Shout out Boney, I just walling up around the room.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy kingdom, power, and forever. Amen.
It's been a long season, one that started before October, and it all comes down to this, Tim. Right now, we've got St. John's and Sidwell for our nightcap here to crown the boys 2A state champions here.
So we had a pretty competitive first half. I think it was a situation where both teams were playing pretty close to their best basketball at that time. And going into halftime, we wanted to praise, obviously, the good things that we were doing. A lot of our guys that had gotten in the game and made positive impacts. Zion and Jeremy Clark, 2 seniors, the final play of the first half. Jeremy trying to make a play, the ball becomes a loose ball, and he could have given up on the play to give the other team a layup. He dove on the floor, found Zion. He was able to finish it for 2 points at the end of the half.
We've gotten more shots. We have the rebounding advantage. We can be still better though. We can still be better right here.
That second half, we went on a run. Tariq Boney scored on a layup. We got the stop, but then I hit a 3. We extended the lead to 9. And after that, it was just too much for them to overcome. I feel like we scouted that game perfectly. We actually
put all the puzzle pieces together. It was honestly a great feeling just to know that all the progression that we made throughout the season, and finally all clicked together.
need another story, something to get off my chest. My life gets kinda boring, need something that I can confess. Till on my sleeves I stain red from all the truth that I've said. Come by it honestly, I swear. Thought you saw me wink, no, I've been on the big side. Tell me what you.
Yeah, when I was thinking about kind of our word for this past season, I was reflecting on how to do a better job of connecting the on-the-court basketball with general life skills that we want, our student athletes to learn. Obviously, that's why you're in high school basketball. And so just thinking about every game is a journey, has its up and downs, every season, and life is obviously a journey that it's not if, but when adversity hits. And so if we can kind of improve our ability to find joy throughout the journey, the hope is that our kids learn to just be great people, great teammates, give great effort, and we describe the word joy as doing difficult things with people you care about. And so, we want people to really feel that culture while they're here with the boys basketball program, and hopefully they cultivate that skill so beyond they can find joy in their lives after St. John's as well.
Let me see that joy. Yeah.